Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. Summer here with another pick a card video. So this pick a card is for your messages for September. What you need to hear, what you need to know. That's good stuff. Make sure you check out the video also for your September check-in and predictions, okay? But let's go ahead and get started. We have 3 piles here. So this is pile 1. Pile 2. And pile 3. Okay? Do it one more time. 1. 2. 3. Alright, if you need a moment, take a moment, pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. Pile 1. Alright. So the first thing I picked up with this card is like jealousy, envy. But also very much, sorry, with all the orange, like Kundalini, sacral chakra vibes, healing here. Some of you could be looking for or desiring like deeper connections, romantic connections. You could be doing a lot of like sexual healing of your, any traumas or anything that you may be holding in your body that is stopping you from pursuing and going after the things that you want. Okay. Look, I just noticed that. Look at the little, oh, can you see that? Oh, focus here, man. You see that? It's little birds. I just noticed that. Little birds. Yeah, but with this card, I'm getting a lot of like self-love, self-care, very much connecting to nature, grounding. But also like home life. So there could be a lot of healing surrounding safety, surrounding. Also, I'm getting like mother. So like your feminine energy, your connection to your mother. And how you express yourself. Some of you could also be looking for like a new home here. So you could be shopping for a home or wanting to move. Let's go ahead and get into the cards, okay? And then that's a message. We're gonna save that for the end. Let's see here. I'm getting like arguments here. So maybe there's some inner conflict or some conflict within your relationships. I'm also getting that some of you could be like recently single here. Heard starting a new chapter. Okay, so the first thing that I'm picking up is some of you may be feeling like you're getting trampled over, or that um, your voice, your concerns aren't being heard when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to, just in general. Um, and what they're saying here is that there needs to be a change here, right? Obviously. But rather than focusing so much on changing your external world, there needs to be an internal change. Of course, right, with this snake showing up there, right, as they say, be wary of the snakes around you. But it's very much, I feel like you may be putting a lot of your focus on other people, what they need to change. And so in the month of September, it's going to be important for you to focus on what you need to change in order to bring in the abundance, the prosperity, the wealth, the health, the happiness, the joy that it is that you desire, right? For some of you, this has to do with your relationships, where you feel like you may always find yourself in relationships with people who maybe use or abuse you or take advantage of you, um, and don't bring as much to the table as you do. And so it's very much important, rather than you kind of trying to, um, what I'm hearing is eat or be eaten, rather than taking on that kind of negative energy, so to speak, where you feel like you have to um, match somebody's vibe or match their energy. It's about like turning the other cheek, right? But when I say that, what I really mean is that becoming aware of the things that you are unhappy with in your life and deciding to do things differently, rather than um, trying to give people a dose of their own medicine. It's more so acknowledging what needs to change and changing it within yourself. And then that internal change will then elicit or push you to make the changes externally from a more positive, from a more loving space, rather than a space of being wounded or being hurt, being a victim, or needing or wanting revenge, okay? Or wanting to outshine someone, or wanting to um, be tit for tat, or be perceived as better than. You get what I'm saying? Okay? Because what I'm hearing is what goes around comes around. And so rather than focusing on somebody else's karma, focus on your own. Focus on how you can bring about more positive patterns and cycles into your life. And it starts with, letting go of any situations or any people, any habits that keep you in these negative cycles and these negative patterns, okay? Yeah, some of you here are really being called to go deeper with your connection to the divine, to really spend more time like connecting to nature. um, I'm getting really much like looking up at the stars, so like spending time, stargazing, thinking about why you're here, your purpose, that thing, rather than so much focused on maybe mating. Okay. Let me see what else here. Yeah, because they're saying, if you're worried about, like, the word that's coming to my mind is retribution, or people getting what they deserve, of course it's going to happen, but don't try and, like, force things. Allow, um, you know, God the divine to let that happen in divine timing, okay? Don't get caught up in people's mess. Focus on you in September, okay? Yeah, because this is talking about a big change in your life. and it's, you can either get with it or get ran over, that type of thing. So it's like there's this big change coming for you, and I feel like it has to do with like growing up, getting older, hitting this kind of different space in your life, and really, accepting that, you're no longer a little spring chicken. You're gonna have to, maneuver and behave differently, to do things differently if you want different things in your life. Okay, well, let's go ahead and read your message here. It says, let all distractions float by, concentrate on the things you really want. Okay, listen, okay, that's your message. All right, Pile One. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. I've really enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Pile 2. Let's see here. This is giving me Moana vibes big time. So yeah, this is, for this pile, I'm getting a lot of self-discovery, going on an internal journey where you really spend time connecting with yourself, opening up to yourself, exploring your inner world, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your insecurities, and really this is very much a healing journey here, where you're not so much focused on somebody saving you, but you becoming your own savior. Okay, I'm hearing I'm on my own. Yeah, so I feel like this is very much you embracing your independence in the month of September, and not feeling like being by yourself means that you have to be lonely, or you don't have anyone in your corner, right? So I feel like in the month of September it's going to be very much important for you to spend time connecting with the divine, getting to know your ancestors, spending time with your ancestors, and really beefing up your connection to your spiritual team, so that you feel supported and loved and connected, rather than feeling like you're all alone, or you're doing everything on your own. Okay, but let's see here. Let's get your cards going and see what's the message here for you. How to I keep hearing, Donkey and Shrek going, I'm all alone. Hey, that's funny. Right, so I feel like it's all about your perception or your perspective in the month of September, how you're viewing things. And music may be really important for you as well, in order to shift and change your vibe, your energy. So be mindful of what you're listening to. Maybe focus on your affirmations heavy in the month of September. All right. So for some of you, the month of September, you may feel like at a standstill. Like you may feel like you're not moving. You could also feel like things are stacked up against you. Your back is against the rope, that kind of thing, right? Everybody may not feel like this, but I feel that's something that's coming through for some of you here. Yeah. So I feel like it's really important for you in the month of September that you embrace this new space that you're in, that you really focus here on your shadow work, so that any fears, insecurities that may be showing up, you can deal with them in a positive manner rather than being bombarded by like these negative thoughts and negative emotions, okay? Because that's what's going to really make a difference for you in the month of September. Make sure you're doing your spiritual fast here in September, okay? That you're keeping up with your rituals in order to keep your vibration high, because I feel like this shift, this change that is happening for you in the month of September, for some of you it can get to be very much overwhelming. So in order to counteract that, you want to make sure that you're keeping up with your rituals, your cleanses, your prayer, spending time with your ancestors, spending time with the divine, getting out in nature, grounding yourself, but also spending time reflecting on your emotions, right? Make sure you're not shoving down your emotions this month. Make sure you're allowing yourself to feel those feelings and to release them, okay? So that it doesn't, kind of get stuck within you or kind of hold you back in any way. Like I said, with music can be big here, but also dancing, right? In order to shift your energy, to shift your vibe, to bring in new energy. Make sure that you're moving this month. Exercise could be good. Be mindful of what you're eating. Watching the people you surround yourself with, because I feel like this month could be a really sensitive month where you're picking up on things a lot. So just be mindful of who you're surrounding yourself with, the things that you are interacting with and doing on a consistent and everyday basis. Make sure that they are, you're intentional about what you're doing, what you're listening to, what you're eating, who you're connecting with, all that, okay? Yeah, because I feel like for some of you, there may be somebody around you who may be trying to get you to, and it may not even be a person, it could just be an energy where you're just in this new space where you're trying to, or you're wanting to do different or be different, to go in a different path, go down a different path, one that's very much focused on your healing, your elevation, your growth. And so there may be somebody or an energy around you that's trying to kind of bring you down, or get you to go back to how things were. So just be mindful of that, okay? Let's see. I kind of want to pull some more cards. Let me see. Yeah, so just make sure you're doing things that are focused on what you want to improve in your life, where you want to go, the things you want to change, okay? Just make sure that you're keeping yourself focused. Let's see here. Yeah, so some of you could have could be distancing yourself from people. Look at that, and there's a frog again. Or a toad. Distancing yourself from people who may not have your best interests at heart. And so you're really being called to spend more time with the divine, spend more time with your ancestors, and trust that they will guide you to the places and the people that are best for you. Okay? Let's read your message here. It says, if you don't release the arrow, your aim is all for nothing. Aim straight and shoot the arrow. Yeah. So this is very much about staying focused here. And letting go of the things that are no longer serving you. People, places, things, right? The nouns that are that are no longer serving you. And not being afraid of, getting it wrong or missing out on anything or messing up, right? But just doing what you got to do and staying focused, okay? But that's all I have for you, pal, too. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. All right, I've truly enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out. Pile 3. Oh. Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up here for you, pile 3, is some of you here could be feeling like you're being tested. Yeah, it's almost like you've been on this path for a while, but you've entered a space, or you've gotten to a point where you may be feeling like everything is falling away. You no longer know which way is up and which way is down. You may be feeling, some of you, right, you could be feeling like your prayers aren't being heard, or you may be feeling like you're having a hard time communicating what you need or what you want. Let's see. Some of you could even be feeling like there's like this kind of like attachment or this energy that you can't get rid of. So this could be a person, this could be negative thoughts, negative habits that you wish to release or distance yourself from, disconnect from, but you may be having a hard time, and this may be showing back up for you in the month of September. So this month is really going to be, it's going to be really important for you to hold on to your knowledge, but also like your rituals. So this is really, if you are connected to your ancestors, making sure that you're spending time with them, making sure you're giving offerings, making sure that you're praying consistently, that you're doing your cleanses, and making sure that you're being consistent with that, because that's what's going to actually keep you on your path. It's going to keep you from falling back into old patterns, old cycles, and it's going to help you to find clarity on certain situations where you may be feeling like you just don't know what's going on, or you don't understand, or you may be, right, some of you could be feeling hopeless here, and so it's important that you call back on or fall back into those positive habits for yourself, right? This is also making sure that you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you're being mindful about what you're watching, you're being mindful with your body and who you share it with, okay? So that's really important here. Let's go ahead and get your cards. And this has a little message on the back. We'll look at that at the end. So let's see here. This one needs to come out. Came out. Alright. Twice. So your dreams are going to be really important for you in the month of September. Make sure you're making note of your dreams, because you're actually receiving messages through your dreams here. Okay, about how to proceed and what to do. You may also find clarity within your dreams. So make sure you're, keeping a journal of your dreams, what's going on. Okay. Yeah, so your ancestors really want you to know that they are present. Yeah, and that you're not alone, right? So what you're going through here is really this is really just growing pains, right? I hate to like minimize it in any way, but you're really experiencing growing pains here. And so you're moving into a new stage, a new space in your life where more is being required of you, and you may be feeling maybe kind of like disconnected from your spiritual team or your spiritual path. And that's because you're being called to step into more of an independent and leadership role in your life, where you're making decisions, right? You're being given more responsibility, basically. And so that may be feeling a bit disconcerting or uncomfortable, but your ancestors, your spiritual team really want you to know that they're with you. They haven't gone anywhere. You may be feeling like there's a distance, but they are very much present, and they are very much sending you signs and messages both in your waking and your sleeping time. Okay. So this is really very much a time for you to spend focused on going deeper in your spiritual path, spending more time learning and educating yourself, gaining more wisdom, and really focusing on leaning into your faith rather than running from it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're gaining more awareness here. Um, what you once thought was right, because what's coming to mind is, about when it comes to our spiritual journey, it's all about learning and unlearning, and you're just right now in a space where you're unlearning certain things in order to prepare you to learn more, to grow more, to expand your consciousness, your awareness, your mind, right? All that good stuff. So rather than seeing it as a negative thing, this is really positive. This is really beautiful here. So, just embrace where you are, embrace the challenges, and see them as, a way for you to grow and to improve here. Okay? That was pretty straightforward. Let's see if any other cards want to come out here for you. Pile 3. Okay. Nope. We got here is the walrus. So it's yeah. Make sure you're keeping up with your prayer here, right? This is bringing me back to your throat chakra here. So singing here is good. Prayer, affirmations, chanting, right? To kind of clear up, right? Because this deals with, I feel like you're dealing with your authenticity, really leaning into embracing who you are, embracing where you are on your spiritual path, and embracing that, you're still learning, you're still discovering new things, but also connecting with your authentic self and not feeling like you have to be a certain way or look a certain way in order to be, spiritual or anything like that. So it's just important for you here to, just spend time discovering what you enjoy most about your spiritual practices and investing your time and energy into that, right? So this could look like maybe you need to do a little bit more candle magic. Maybe you need to spend more time, with your herbs, learning herbs. Whatever it is that you feel called to do at this time, do it, and do it without worrying about, where it's going to take you or what it's going to get you, but do it because you love it, okay? Well, let's see here. It says, this was then, no, that was then, this is now, let go of last year, last week, and yesterday, and live in the moment, okay? But that's all I have for you, pile 3. hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Alright, but I truly appreciate you. I've enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.